I heard a no and I heard a yes.
I said no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So in preparation for setting those salaries, what you've got in front of you would set it at the minimum required to get a year's service in OPERS. So if that's agreeable, we'll have legislation come back for those salaries. So basically, there's a minimum amount as an elected official you have to make every month to get a year's worth of salaries, and because we're paid over 24 pays, it would be the salary in that annual columns, salary column. Okay? So no real discussion on this, just if you wanted to do the minimum, that's what the salaries would be.
Well, the question came up in the executive committee was our treasurer does a lot more than previous treasurers ever did. And so, you know, I don't have any problem with my salary and those of council, but do we want to make a difference with the treasurer, with the new things he's doing? He's giving us reports we never got before. He's been at meetings, and we never had that before. So I think the only issue I have is what do we want to do with the treasurer?
And if I remember right, we set his 4 years ago, and it was the same for all 4 years. Would that be accurate? Yeah, but it was set at the minimum all 4 years. Yeah, so his stayed the same.
No, that's. No, that's not correct.
No, I didn't.
What we passed 4 years ago? That's what's on the website. It must have been amended then, because this is what's on the website.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are the amendments that we made at.
So, yes, his was set at what we were making then for this year. Okay. Well, yeah, there's another discussion then.
So do we want to take that to the salary committee, or does council want to go ahead and make a decision or make a recommendation for the treasurers? Is there any disagreement as far as where we are with council and council president?
Feedback on council salary.
Making sure all it was is some people may be in council long enough that retirement makes a difference to them. So this would be the minimum.
What are you talking about?
The minimum that they could be in order to qualify for a year towards retirement.
I do think it's reasonable to have the minimum, it is literally the minimum to qualify for years of OPERS. In my opinion, is reasonable for current and future.
Okay, the other
council
question
members.
then becomes the treasurer. Do we want to?
I was only speaking for council, I was not speaking for the treasurer. I
Right.
do think it would be good, and I'm not comfortable discussing the treasurer's salary without, some kind of review of what our treasurer does compared to other treasurers, and, that's not fair to anybody.
So then that goes back to the committee. And if we want to set it with the two that have stepped forward, that's fine. It's just, there's a timeline here that's pretty,
I think
Pretty
the
short.
treasurer
There
should
has to
pay
be
more.
there must be a vote on the decision, on whatever the salary is to be set at, no later than the last meeting in October.
okay,
Legislation must be passed by that time.
which we've got time to do. It's just setting the treasurer's salary then.
So what do we want to do about the committee?
And that's fine. If two people have stepped forward and want to be on it, that's fine. That's fine.
So what we have is Samantha Ramsire and Leanne Hager.
Whatever her name is.
Oh, her name's Linnane.
Well, that's not too, we can do both. We can agree that we're comfortable with council getting a minimum increase, and then also, we still need to appoint those people to the compensation committee, right?
Right, but we're saying get them appointed so they can discuss what the treasurer.
What the treasurer should.
Yeah, I agree with all of that, yes.
Well, so we do have draft legislation with those two people's names on there, and can we have that ready for tonight? You want to take it to the next meeting? It's already written.
It's written, it's on the laptop back at my office.
You got 8 minutes.
I got it.
I might have it here too.
No, because, actually, you know what? Let's see what we can do in the break. I submitted it already, partially. let's look at what, we may be able to get something together.
So we can get that committee moving. But if not, we'll do it at the next meeting.
Okay,
All right,
yes,
done?
we're done.
We're gonna adjourn that committee meeting. We're now in recess until 7:30 PM. We begin the legislative portion of the meeting.
Thank you for being willing to sit down.
No, I think we're gonna get right here.
That's.